I'm so excited to be sharing this video with you guys because we are doing a massive bedroom declutter, clean and organize today. We're going to go from messy to minimal and we are going to make this bedroom sparkle. So stick around for this extreme decluttering episode of Ren Plus Us. Let's go ahead and check out the mess that we are dealing with today. So today we are decluttering my son's bedroom. Johnny is my eldest child, and here we've got some plates, some mugs, a few shirts, a school uniform to wash. We do have a potty in here. My 12-year-old does not use the potty. I'll explain why it's in here later. We've got a whole load of clothes that don't fit anymore that need to be decluttered and organized and gone through. And we've got just a whole bunch of toys and clutter that's just been sitting here for ages, and yeah, it needs to be dealt with. And then there's just piles of stuff. There's just piles of clutter and things, school things, old toys we don't need anymore. So we're going to start here with this pile of clutter. So my name is Amy and this is Ren Plus Us. If you're new here, welcome. It is so nice to finally meet you. And as I was saying, we have got a whole load of decluttering, organizing and cleaning to do in my son's room. So my son Johnny, this is his room. He is 12 years old at the time that I am making this video. So he is in the US, you would say middle schooler, but in Australia here he's just started high school, so 7th grade. And we have not done a big declutter of this room in quite a few years. It was long overdue. I decided it really needed to happen when I got into a massive stew because we couldn't find his school pants and they are not cheap to purchase. So yeah, at that point I knew that it was time to make this a priority. And Johnny is now old enough so he can clean his own bedroom, but so often the little kids come in and mess it up, and he's also been sick, as you can hear. I'm a bit unwell also, but I've decided to push through this voiceover anyway. But yeah, the little kids, he's got 2 little siblings. Ren is 3 and Harriet is 1.5, and they love to come and play in his bedroom. But I often make quite a bit of a mess when they're in there. Plus sometimes I don't know, like I love my son. Like I want to do something nice for him. He works really, really hard at school and he's got some really late after school activities and he's just a great human and a great son. And I think sometimes it's okay just to do something nice for your kids. So as I was saying, my name's Amy and I live here in Tasmania with my 3 kids, my 2 very cheeky cats and 4 chickens. I am definitely more of a kind of type B. I don't even say relaxed. I don't know if I'm relaxed a lot of the time, but I'm definitely more of a type B, creative, like free spirit type of person, which is great, but my house definitely reflects that. So I am working really, really hard to declutter and clean and yeah, just improve my environment. With 3 kids and a busy life, there really isn't any space for disorganization and a lot of clutter, and I really do believe that clutter kind of takes away from your life. Like the more stuff you have in your house, the less space you have to live your life. So I'm on a journey to go from messy to minimal bit by bit, and I'm excited to take you guys along on this journey. I'll be sharing all my decluttering and organizing projects. I'll also be sharing cleaning and tips. And some other things. I don't necessarily know everything that I'll be sharing right now because I plan to keep this YouTube channel going for a very long time. But yes, we'll be doing some outside projects as well in the garden and some decluttering the yard clutter because seriously guys, it's looking pretty sad outside too. So yeah. So I'm excited to share my journey with you guys, and hopefully I can bring you a lot of value, a lot of cleaning motivation. And seriously, sometimes it's just nice to go on and see someone who's either in the same position as you or who's maybe is even in a worse position than you, because it can make you feel a little bit better about yourself. I know sometimes when I go on YouTube and I watch cleaning videos, most of the time I do find them really motivational, but sometimes I do find that I feel a bit shaken in my confidence, or like I'm not good enough, and it makes me feel sad, it makes me feel a bit hopeless. So I really don't want anyone to ever leave one of my videos feeling that way. I know that we're all in a different position in life. One thing that really does bug me is when productivity gurus say everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. I think that is just not true at all. I get what they're saying, but you know, if someone's got 5 kids and a disability and they're caring for their grandmother and they live in a third world country, their day is going to be a lot busier, booked with a lot more things. It's just going to be a very different day than someone who is, say, 21, single, living in the US or Australia. Like yeah, like everyone's day is different. Some people have less time, some people have more responsibilities, some people have different states of health and different personalities. So I think it's always good to see people with kindness and compassion. Even though I do love sometimes when I go online and watch those influencers who kind of like yell at you to do stuff, like yell at you to clean and things, that actually is sometimes quite productively motivating for myself. But I know for a lot of people it's not. It just makes them feel bad, and sometimes it's just not what I need. And I'm also just not the kind of person to like come and yell at you. Like I see the best in everybody, and I understand everyone's got a different situation. So this is a channel where you can come and you can get some kindness and compassion and understanding. So right now we're just cleaning this. This is sort of like just that one of those little clutter areas that just toys and stuff that Johnny's grown out of has just kind of been shoved into. I kind of left it there for a while, these boxes of toys, because the little ones kind of would come in and have a fun time playing with it. But now it's just time to get rid of a bunch of stuff. It was just like a lot of those little, you know, McDonald's little toys and toys that you find in the little machines that you put like $2 into, and you know, little toys, little plasticky toys. So it was time to throw a lot of them out and get some that could also be used for the little kids and put them into their toys. So now I'm going to move on to Johnny's clothing closet. My son is super tall and he's just grown so quickly. But before we do that, I've decided it is coffee time. Yeah, we've got a lot of clothes to go through, and seriously, I hate going through clothes. It's one of my most hated jobs. But sometimes just a good cup of coffee and a good show to watch while you do one of these chores that you do not want to do just makes it so much more bearable. So this is the second episode in my decluttering series. In the first episode, we were in the pantry, decluttering and organizing the pantry, which was a serious mess. And you guys loved that video, and I just feel so humbled and overwhelmed by all the beautiful comments. Thank you so much for everyone who has left a comment and who's just shared some of their life story and, you know, shared things that they really enjoyed in the video or related to. I read all of the comments and I so appreciate every single one. I just want to give all you guys a big hug for supporting me and supporting this community that I'm trying to build of just like-minded, supportive mums, not even mums, dads as well, people, women, everyone. And I'm so sorry if I have not yet replied to your comment. I will get to it. As you can hear, I have been unwell, so I'm a little bit behind with that, but I really do appreciate every single comment. Thank you guys so much. And for me, I find that getting rid of clothes for my kids is one of the hardest things to do. I don't know why, but I just feel this like strong attachment to their clothing because they wore it. And getting rid of clothing, especially when I've got one child now who's probably going to be my last child. I don't want to say 100% for sure, but it's possible. It's so hard to get rid of clothes knowing that there won't be another little person to get clothes for. But I'm starting to get better at it. I just got rid of like 3 massive bags of baby clothes the other day, and I was okay. Like, I didn't feel particularly sad or anything. It was honestly just nice to get it out of my car. So we're just going to go and give these cupboards a quick spray over. So I've decided to put his pants up the top there. And I'm going to do shorts on the right. Using my nice Fabulosa spray, which just smells so good. And then we're going to pop some t-shirts in here. It's so crazy when you go through your kids' clothes and there's some stuff which you remember the clothes being so big for them, thinking that they'll never fit into it, and then all of a sudden they've grown out of it. And we're just putting some uniform stuff in the middle there. For the most part, I'm just trying to keep things in here that Johnny actually wears. But there are just a couple of t-shirts that I've kept that are just special t-shirts. So his farewell primary school t-shirt, and then also he's got 2 Scout uniform t-shirts. He doesn't do Scouts anymore, unfortunately. We used to do it, but he wanted to do cadets instead. So he's moved on to that, but it was really nice for him to get to learn some things about the outdoors, and they did a lot of sailing, so that was nice. So the potty, there's some of the potties here, is my little 3-year-old loves it in this room, and he just brought his potty in here to have in here, which Johnny wasn't super happy about, but yeah, he's a good brother. So just getting rid of some fake flowers. We have a lot of fake flowers around the place. We are figure skaters, and we throw each other flowers on the ice after competitions. Unfortunately, we're not skating at the moment because our ice rink has closed down. We only had one ice rink here in Tasmania, and it closed down a few years ago. I do have actually an artificial ice rink at home, but I have been pregnant and busy and just hadn't had a chance to get back into it, and Johnny has grown out of his skates, so I am looking at getting some new skates so we can start skating again. But Harriet did have her first time out on a synthetic ice rink the other day, and she loved it, and she actually did really well. So I'm going to get a pair of skates that fit her a little bit better. Ren has had a try. He's keen, but when he's on the ice, he's just a bit nervous. So I'll keep persisting though. So here we've got Johnny's old sashes from when he used to do Kung Fu. And now we're going to declutter some Christmas toys. I find on top of cupboards is where stuff just seems to accumulate. And just having a nice clean space on top of cupboards and closets can really make a difference. And just making the place feel just fresher and cleaner and more organized. Johnny's also got an allergy to dust mites, so definitely getting rid of some of the toys, the soft toys, is going to be really good for his health as well. So at this point it was super late at night. I think it was like 10 o'clock, but Johnny was at a sleepover, so it was a really good time to get some more of this project done. I wanted to surprise him when he got home the next day with his room nice and sorted. And it was also pretty much the only time I had without the little kids being on top of me to get this done. And by no means is this a Pinterest-worthy bedroom. By the end of this, it is a very realistic and practical clean, declutter, and organize. So now we're doing under Johnny's loft bed. In case you did not see, Johnny has got a loft bed, and this is underneath the loft bed. So his dad and both his grandpas actually built this for him, which I think is pretty cool. And underneath the bed is just a great little spot for him to be able to do his homework, and he loves gaming to game. He also has sleepovers. We can kind of fit another little bed under here as well for when he has sleepovers, so it's just a perfect little space. It is kind of annoying though to have to constantly bend down to get under there, especially when you're nearly 40 and you get sore easily.
Set things straight tomorrow. Let our worries fade. Let them sweep away. There'll be another day tomorrow. It's gonna be okay. No matter come what may. I'm gonna set.
Ren came to give me a hand. Ren always has a really hard time getting to sleep. He has had a hard time ever since he was a baby. He has just not wanted to sleep, and I'm usually really good with getting little ones to sleep. I've managed to sleep train Johnny really well, but Ren just, he is a stubborn sort. He just wanted to stay up and help me. So in that second box there, I realized wasn't even Johnny's stuff. It was just like literally a box of old papers and stuff. So I don't think we need any of that. I'm just going to go ahead and throw it straight out. And that right there is a beanbag chair that Johnny's dad bought for him. We have not had a chance to put any beans in it. I think I'm actually going to get, instead of beans for the beanbag, you can get, that's like the shredded foam. There's Johnny. So this is the next day. Johnny's back from his sleepover. He can see his room is clean and he's super keen to get on his computer. So yeah, I'm trying to get out of his way. But he did give me a massive thank you. And this is a little just gamer light that I bought for Johnny from Kmart for Christmas, and I just haven't had a chance yet to put it up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that today. And Harriet's come to help me give Johnny's desk a little wipe down. Again, I'm just using some Fabulosa spray. I'm going to go ahead and organize Johnny's pens. It was definitely hard to keep the little kids away from the highlighters. They got into them a few times. And for now, I'm just going ahead and I'm just blue tacking Johnny's light up there. I just want to see sort of what it looks like and if it works in that position before I go ahead and hammer it in. So if you're thinking about getting your kid a loft bed, or if you have one, then just, you'll understand if you have one. One of the really tricky things is actually just changing the sheets and sorting out the bed itself. So usually I get Johnny to do this, but I decided just to help him out here. So I managed to climb up on the bed. So you'll notice I've got just an old step ladder that we used to get on Johnny's bed. The plan all along was to build some stairs with storage, and honestly we just haven't gotten around to it as yet. So we're still using the ladder. It just works really well, but I have decided that I do need something there. I don't know if it's going to be steps or if it's going to be storage stuff. If you guys have any ideas, please let me know in the comments. I just need something that's kind of like small that you can see through, That's easy for me to install. If you have any ideas, or if maybe your kids have got a bed with some cool little way to get up there, yeah, please let me know. It would be great. I was gonna do like a slide or something cool, but honestly I feel like that project is just a little bit out of my league. So I have been to Bunnings, which is like our version of Home Depot, and there's a couple little things, but nothing that is quite right. So now I'm going to go ahead and put some of these rope lights up. We had them up a little while ago, but they've fallen down. They just do not stick very well, especially on the wood, but I'm going to take a second crack at it with some blue tack and see how I go. I got to say they are pretty cool. There's a little remote, you can change the colors, and they were not very expensive. It's definitely a good workout for my arms, that's for sure.
God, I'm praying I'm not alone in this air of hope, 'cause I'm in love, you're a star burning bright.
And if you guys have enjoyed this video and you are interested in seeing the pantry declutter and you haven't yet, I will put a link right here on the screen that you can click. Unless I forget, which is a total possibility. But I will link it in the description if I've forgotten to put the link on the screen. Do me a favor, guys, if I've actually remembered to put the link on the screen, please give me a thumbs up, because yeah, I'm not the best with remembering that stuff. So now I'm doing a little battery change for the lights. Pretty much all the lights either have not got batteries in them because we've stolen the batteries for something else, probably a game controller, or yeah, the batteries have died and I haven't replaced them. So I don't know, something just nice about, satisfying about putting batteries in things and having them work. And a little Grogu. And so now we're going to do a vacuum of the floor. If you guys have watched this channel at all, you probably heard me complain about my dark carpet. I do not like it. You can see everything on it so easily, and I hate it. I just really want some lighter colored carpet. I gotta say, it is really good though for not having stains show, but just all the little like bits of paper, little bits of sand, anything, you can see them. So you're just pretty much vacuuming like twice a day. It does help to keep the floors actually like genuinely clean though, because you see everything, so you have to vacuum. And under Johnny's desk there, we've got a little rowing machine. I like to have lots of fitness equipment around, not just for me, but also for Johnny now that he is going to be a teenager soon, just to help with his fitness. He doesn't do a lot of sport at the moment. I'm trying to get him into a sport, but he's just all about joining the Air Force. That's all he wants to do. So that's his focus at the moment.
Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo.
But I gotta say, by this point, I was just super glad to be almost done, because it was a lot of work. And here we go. Here is the finished product, and oh my gosh, it looks so nice. And Johnny absolutely loves it. I got many thank yous. The lights look pretty cool as well. And it's just a really lovely place that he can come after school, do his homework, read a book, do some gaming, have friends over, go to sleep. And now he's got this area that he can put his special bits and pieces. And we have floor. That's great. And this is with the lights off. You can see it's really nice and cozy and welcoming. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me throughout this video. Remember, life is short, life is now. Love you lots. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention, out the front of this room is a big pile of stuff that I need to now declutter as well. So if you're interested in seeing me do that, hit subscribe because I'll be doing that in the next video. Okay, love you guys. Bye.